In today's lesson, we're going to do the Dreamy 2 effect. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this image, and it's pretty much going to end up like this image on the left. Okay, for those who have the supplies, you want to go get the curtains before image. Once you have that up, you want to right click on that and hit duplicate. Then go to adjust, to blur, and then the fourth one down. You want to make sure that your radius is on 4.0 and then hit OK. After that, you want to go to layers, new mask layer, from image. Box will pop up and just hit OK. Now, as you can see, the Dreamy effect is on it, but we want her facial features to stand out more. So to do that, you want to make sure that in your foreground you have black, and in the background you have white for the colors. Then get your paintbrush, go back, and then just go over like her eyebrows, and then around her eyes, and her mouth, and then the nose. And then you can kind of do it like in just a few spots around the hair. And what that does is just make it stand out a little bit more. Okay, and then that's the Dreamy effect, which kind of just brings out the facial features more. Once you do that, we want to go to layers, and then we want to make sure that these are merged. Merge all, flatten. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to add a few more effects. In my pictures, when I take them, I look at them from the aspect of what can be done to them. And of course, in this picture, I don't like the box that she's sitting on, so we're going to change that. So go back to your folder and hit the chair. Once you have the chair, right click and hit copy. Go back to your curtains and hit paste as a new layer. Okay. Now we want to move the chair down to where it looks like she's sitting on it. And then from there, you're just going to erase the back of the chair off. So get your eraser. And you can see my settings up here as to what I have. And then you're just going to go and erase that off. Okay, once we have that, then you want to go back and you want to get the flowers. So take your flower, right click up at the top, hit copy, go back to the curtain image, and hit paste as new layer. And then you just want to move the flowers. And the quicker way of getting more flowers is going over here to the right and get the layer that is the flower and hit duplicate. And then you just move them around. And I actually use 3. So put them in through there like that. Okay, we don't need that no more. So now what we need is the little clock there. Right click on the hourglass and hit copy. And go back to your curtains and paste as new layer. And we'll move that right about in there. And as you can see, the flowers are behind it. So we're going to move that down where it looks like it's behind the flowers. So over here on the right, just take that hourglass and move it down. And that's putting it behind the flowers. So the flowers are in front of it. Okay. Now, at the bottom, you can still see that cardboard box, so we're going to kind of doctor that up using the curtain. On the right click, copy, come back to your curtain image, paste as new layer. And I'm going to move that down around the bottom. Now as you can see, it's in front of the chair and we actually want it behind the chair. So over on the right hand side you can find the curtain, and down there you see the chair. You want it to go behind it. And that way it just kind of doctors up that a little bit more. Okay, the last thing we need are the books. So get the books, right click, copy, go back to your curtain image, and again paste as new layer. And you want to sit the books on her lap like that, because it's what we want it to do is look like she's leaning on them. So again, go back and get your eraser and just do some erasing. See how it kind of looks like she's just leaning on her books. And once you get done with that, you're finished pretty much with the image. So you want to merge all your layers, merge all, flatten. One last tip, sometimes the clothing can look a little off, hair can look out of place, bends in the body can look a little off. What I do to correct those, which I'm going to show you here, is where the hair is kind of on a sweater, is I get my clone brush and I just basically take parts of the material to kind of clean that up a little bit. And in the process of making that work, what you do is you right click on the material that you want to use, then you're going to left click, and it just basically uses that part of the image. And kind of doctors it up. And that's our lesson for today.